I want to be productive, so nothing is happening.
You're not getting the question, but I'm going to shift over to.
I know what I want to get from you, but
no, wait, you are a hard-working man.
Naturally.
Let me.
You don't go Tyro for it.
Not today.
Not today. Naturally. I think for as long as you change the gear, the guy can keep going.
I don't know what you're talking about. Don't look like the answers in my face.
No, I believe that. But he's okay. He said to wait till you they fine. Don't be sports now. There's no medal. There's tomorrow. She's going to be there tomorrow. The day after tomorrow. The day after.
So each time I ask you guys this question.
We're a married person, though.
No, so I feel like if you're
Not
doing
for us, that's.
I feel like you're even doing.
Sure
I feel like if you're even doing more than 3 rounds, you're trying to impress. Why?
No
Sex now.
Some girl that's not married want to impress.
So,
that
wait, hang on a
the
second.
next day.
See, you guys, I really want to circle round to the main thing here now.
Yeah.
It is that, what are the expectations of your partner?
I think a woman just wants to be sexually satisfied.
Noting
It
that
doesn't
you
matter
just
how
coming
many
back
rounds. I don't think women look at it like how many rounds. It's more of like the duration, the intensity,
The passion.
how they feel. Because if not by rounds.
Yeah. Exactly.
So,
Some people can do 12 rounds, and they're not doing 5-minute rounds.
So it's really about how long does it how long does it last? I don't think it's more.
Can I toss this in real quick?
You always do. Go ahead.
On the table, please.
Yes. sometimes I think sometimes wives want to pleasure their man, so they're not really concerned in how long he lasts. Is he pleased? Then there's sometimes that they want to be pleasured. So you also pick up that vibe and know that let me try and satisfy her and do some extracurricular things.
Pass yourself
You understand? But you can't kill yourself. They know your limits as well. So sometimes when you're done, even if they're not done, they appreciate it. But sometimes you guys get done together, or you put in extra effort to make sure they're also satisfied. But when you're now counting rounds and feeling as if I have to do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, in my mind I'm like, come on, what are you don't have work in the morning in this Lagos.
That's why I've been going to since.
You have something to do with your life. Come on.
Like you rightfully said, 2 hours after you can't even do anything.
Useless. As a man. Stop it, plus man, though. Maybe
If we were to turn it around, however, what are you expecting from your partner?
Men just want to know, though. Guy just wants to
bust the bumps.
But I
get it moving. Get it moving. Bust the bumps. Get it moving. That's it. I don't bust. I don't move now. Which level?
Here's the crazy thing. The crazy thing is during the single days. Sometimes if you're with one person, sometimes you can only go like, let's say 2-3 rounds, right? But if you were to meet 2, 3, 4 girls in one night,
I said for as long as
you will keep jumping from girl to girl to girl because it's different when you're with multiple people. But as faithful married men like ourselves with no side chick.
Are you speaking from experience though?
No, I'm just trying to tell you, as faithful married men now with no side chick.
Experience or no, I have no idea of this kind of.
What I know is watching.
Mr. Buster Zeno. How many rounds?
If you're about saying that, say below married. So I mean,
Mr.
That's a lot.
Mr. Floyd Zeno, how many rounds?
Let's move on. To remember now, you can use
everybody answered this.
Of course,
I'm the host of the show.
So what he does, he just set people.
I'm the host of the show.
How many rounds is?
I'm the host.
It's a simple question.
Okay, mention a number. How many rounds for you?
For me personally,
don't be diplomatic. Say your mind.
We'll not look at you anymore.
We're not going to judge you. No judgment.
Sorry, hang on a second, guys. We have to move on.
Right.
No. Let's go back.
All right, guys. Okay. So I bring it back. Unfortunate instance that happened over the week. Did you guys hear about the guy who offed himself? He actually killed himself.
Because of what?
Sorry, are you serious?
Yeah.
The guy killed himself?
Yeah, he did. The guy with so he went betting. He went betting with 2.5 million naira that wasn't altogether his. He lost the money. Put up a Facebook video saying this was going to be his last post. Ingested some poison, and then he was found by his friends writhing on the floor. Written on the floor, and he had to be taken to the hospital where he passed on. This got us talking in the morning on breakfast show about the ills of betting, but that's not the main thing. For me, I believe that there were other layers of events that led up until a person saying, I'm going to off myself.
Right.
Now, so we're going to look at it from those angles, from the layers that men actually try to hide their feelings under, and the ills of perhaps maybe betting, especially with other people's monies. You heard about the story, didn't you?
I heard about the story, but I didn't know the guy offed himself, which is quite alarming. Here's the thing. I don't want to put it on betting.
Like I said.
It's the choices you make in life and how you handle certain things. People have bet away their school fees, their house rent, and so many things. But you know that suicidal thing. It's a demonic presence. It's a spiritual thing that hits you in a way that you want to take your own life because of financial burdens, because of debt, and so many.
We're gonna go there. This is one of the episodes where we're really gonna go real deep. Have you ever been?
I've had suicidal thoughts.
Thoughts?
Yeah.
Okay. Intrusive, just intrusive, but not really anything that you've had for extended period.
Listen, I have parked my car in the middle of the road.
Let's hear about it. What led up until that?
Girlfriend break up with her.
Oh, man.
Yeah, like I said, it's going to be deep.
This is like a different show. There was a time in my life I felt like a failure. I felt as if I wasn't doing enough. I wasn't achieving enough. I wasn't in the right place. And I just felt that people that had passed away were at rest. So it would be better for me to just pass away. But when I thought of my family and I thought of the impact it would have on them and how it would make life even worse for them, I was thinking very selfish and foolish at the time.
So how do you get over that?
I have a very strong spiritual background.
Okay.
So I just decided, in all honesty, I don't want to die. Do you understand? I don't want to die. I still want to chop this life. I'm like, other people have been through this. I'm not the first. I'm not the worst. I'm not the last. These things come and go. You know what they say about tough times? It's the tough people that actually make it through. And I was like, why am I acting like, sorry to say the word, why am I acting like a bitch? You get me? And I was like, there is no bitch in me. You get me? I started talking to myself.
Yeah, so you didn't have an outside influence to help you get through it.
No, the outside influence I had was, I knew, because I was a family man at the time, and I looked at my wife,
that responsibility was bearing
and I
on
looked at my responsibility, and I was like, dude, I know what happened when my dad passed away of natural causes. And me now, the headlines will show that
gang of
gang. Do you understand? 3-round master, giving it to them night to,
He is reinvigorated after his 2-week break.
I had to think of something. I was like, what will people say? I wasn't thinking of people, but I was like, I told myself, in all honesty, it's a bitch move. I was like, that's a punk move. What's wrong with you? Guy, move on.
I was gonna come to you, but you've enjoyed your life. You have no reason to. So I don't think.
For me, no. So I always look, when I look at it and people say, I want to kill myself, I'm like, seriously. I swear to God, because I'm like, you're just like a couple of hours away from everything changing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, regardless of whatever you're going through in life, it's just hours away. It might not be 24 hours, it might not be 200 hours, but you're literally hours away. And I think even at the lowest of my lows, I know, say, if I stay alive long enough, it go better. Like, that's always been my guidance. Like, look, there's nothing that's happening to you that has not happened to anybody before.
And
let's start from there.
At some point, I've read articles and stuff, and sometimes people tell you death is painless, or death is painful, and the little things. So I was just telling myself, it was just, I've had, because you know me, I think I'm psycho to an extent. I've had so many trains of thought in my life. So I was actually asking myself, why are you even thinking? I've talked to myself so many times. Why are you even thinking of this?
I'm going to pause you there. There are 2 topics inside of this, but let me come to you on that aspect of the whole betting thing. You're a betting man, are you?
No.
Never been?
Never.
What do you think about it, though?
So, I mean, I think it's a crazy creation. And
You're not for it at all?
I never was, but I've tried it. Maybe I was pushed into it, peer pressure and all of that, but I regretted it and I never go back to it because I don't bet. I'm one guy that I'm not even too spontaneous.
You're lucky you didn't get addicted to it.
I think things through before I do it, so I don't take that much of a risk. Maybe that's why I don't get to push a lot in my own life too personally, because I fear a lot of failing and having to hold it up and say, oh, I just failed here. So I don't want to take that. I just calculate my stuff. So when I hear people bet, like, what's the difference for betting? You won't sharply make money. I go work hard. Money will come eventually. So I never believe that the betting should be any man's hustle or something, but and I realized that it has become a big deal right now.
Because in Nigeria, because Nigerians, I think it's a situation of where
in Nigeria right now.
the companies are taking advantage of the situation because Nigerians, I mean, it's no longer recreation, it's now some people's occupation.
I studied maths and statistics. So the funny thing with these things that when you look at it, I'm not trying to justify the scenario, but it's all about odds because life in itself is a gamble. Some people invest in stocks and bonds. They invest in the forex market, which always is a gamble to an extent.
Yeah.
And then some people invest in sports. Do you understand? Some people have made this a livelihood. The betting companies, I will need you to know, never lose.
Oh, of course not.
So it's a livelihood for some people. Some people have made it. So it gives the perception that if he made it, I can make it as well.
Yeah.
What do you think about the control behind the scene that we don't know about?
If you're not strong, if you don't have a strong spirit, you carry your house rent and go and bet.
That's
why they always tell you to bet responsibly.
That's where it becomes an addiction, where you cannot hold back and it affects everybody else around you.
With alcohol, they tell you to drink responsibly. With betting, they tell you to bet responsibly. It's when you now try to do things to a certain extreme that you now...
I think the only reason why I never got into betting was because I'm too much of a control freak. Like, I go just roll dice. I don't know. There's nothing I can do.
So something I don't want to put I'll be at anybody's mercy because
can I tell you how it works?
Now, I don't even know.
Let me give you.
These games are scripted, or if these things are organized.
Let me give you insight. Let me tell you how it works. Let me tell you how it works. Next week, Friday, Zeno is going to host the Black Table.
Probability.
It's almost guaranteed that Zeno will be here on the Black Table. But guess what? I might be hosting next week. What are the odds? I might be here next week. Zeno might be trying to do 3 rounds at home.
You might be doing a rubbish job.
Exactly. I might be doing a shit job, but Zeno might be doing half a round at home.
Boy, you just got it.
I promise not to go at you.
So everybody knows as if Zeno will be here next week. So that's the guarantee. Then you don't know what's going to happen.
Everybody now bets
that Zeno will be here.
Behind the back end
so
of
that's
the
one
business.
kind.
That sees that everybody's betting that Zeno should be here and they win money.
You see, that's one side of
bring you in.
So that's one side of betting, where it's based on probability of things happening. So that's still you can still calculate that to an extent. But what's this thing about Aja 1, Aja 2? And then guys, you're walking past the betting center and you just see people like zombies. Staring at a screen that's just got numbers on it, like the Matrix, and I'm like, what is that? Isn't that like pre-arranged? I don't know.
Can I be honest
anybody
with you?
Want to help us out, please?
If you look at a country or society that has these betting issues, look at their economy and system of government.
Yeah, you'll find.
Look at what the government has done for people. You've taken away all forms of hope. Do you understand? And I've made them rely and believe in certain things that are so abstract that they just feel things will just fall in play. There is no such thing as luck. People don't understand that. There's no such thing as luck, but people believe in it because of the things on ground. The way Nigeria is going now, and the money some people have made from betting, it now allows other people to feel as if there's hope. Let me take my last dime. Let me take my house rent. Let me take my school fees. And it's advised never to do so. That's why a lot of bettors tell you, don't bet with money you can't give away.
You can't lose,
That's why pyramid schemes. We're not even talking about betting alone. Pyramid schemes come as well and come with their own concept of getting rich quick.
And people fall
so let me give a F. Let me give a F word to the guys that pushed me to make those bets with my house that year. You did? Because trust me, I didn't know how they sold it to me, boy. Like, this is your house rent. Just give 100K. They bet you make rent. 1 million.
Wow.
And I actually spent almost half of my rent playing bets.
And you never got it back. You lost it all.
I said, if I used to be able to buy a drink and pop in the club,
you'd be happy.
I'd feel better.
Where you can't sleep?
Family house. Mommy's boy.
All right, guys. I'm sure we're going to get back to this.
For 2 years.
Right. Send in your comments. Use the hashtag #TheBlackTable on TVC. We've got another one now. But I think we're going to take a very short break just so we can fill our glasses. This man, all the time, he's always empty. When we get back, we're going to be going into a very interesting topic that involves Daddy Freeze. We'll be back.
As a guy, when it comes to every decision you're taking, ask yourself, who am I and how is this going to impact on my person? Bro code. You always take the bill on the first date, second date, and third day. Bro code.
Jameson is actually.
You got caught on TV there.
Seriously? Are we on?
Yes, we're on right now.
With the whiskey?
One day.
One day we'll be naked. We'll not come back all naked.
That maturity tag will be taken
there
off
are
you.
two things I'm waiting for to happen in this life. That WhatsApp group chat. They go leak. Careers go ahead. I say. Something that like these people don't get break. They just go.
All this ranting.
Welcome back. For another session here, let's talk about this very interesting story. We've got our glasses all filled. Everybody good? Good to go. Another session.
Good.
All right, good.
Another round.
Okay.
So over the week, very interesting. Instagram influencer Samaria made a submission over something that transpired between Daddy Freeze and another influencer. Her name is I'm gonna get her name, but it was first of a back and forth, or not really. It was a this Instagram influencer who was talking about something that Freeze had spoken about regarding women or men marrying women whom can actually assist them, be helpers, balance out the odds. Now, she seems to think that, no, you're supposed to take care of us as women. I mean, why would I come to your home or marry you to suffer? Now, this other influencer, Samaria, actually put out a very interesting, well-thought-out response to her, telling and saying that, first off, you want to be treated like a queen, like your mothers, like our mothers, but yet you don't want to behave like our mothers behaved to our parents, to our fathers. What do you bring into the table, first of all, in a relationship? I know we always ask this question, but it's about time we actually put our foot down and, tell exactly what it is that women should bring to the table when it comes to relationships and marriages, especially in Nigeria, to be specific. I don't know. Okay, what do you think?
As a woman, if you're not bringing money. So first off, I think times have changed. The era where the man is the superhero is dying. And as young men now, if you never marry, and you have the option of marrying a wealthy girl and a girl that is not wealthy.
Marry a wealthy girl?
I'll secure my future.
I just don't bother, because the truth is, with the things I see on social media now,
Sad story.
just
Marry a wealthy girl.
and then let's not lie to ourselves. Okay, I'm not everybody's gonna marry a wealthy girl, but I think you should marry within your tax bracket also. If you can't go up, marry within your tax bracket. Don't go down. Don't go down. This man or woman, don't go down. Marry within your tax bracket, because there's so many things that you don't want to be dealing with. There's so many things that you don't want to. You don't want to deal with those things where, okay, it's. So first off, if you're going below your tax bracket, they see you as Jesus has come to save them. Do you have Jesus money?
Can you turn water to wine?
We just understand. Even if you can turn water to wine,
Can you feed your in-laws
can you
with
be with
2
your-
loaves and 5 fishes?
How consistent can you be with that water to
So
wine?
first off, always remember that I know with Jesus. Act accordingly.
So you're married, you're not. So what are you doing? Are you marrying somebody under your tax bracket, within your tax bracket, above? You have a sugar mommy we don't know about?
I wish I had one. Maybe I'm looking out for one though. But yeah, that's not the case.
Your DM go full.
So actually, we had a conversation we were coming down, right?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. Interesting.
Oh, a long one. So we don't start splitting our business. But,
So
yeah.
do let us in.
So, but we, for me, any lady I am with, her taste should be what she can afford.
A taste.
Whatever she likes, whatever she
Taste.
wants,
I like that. I like that.
she should
I
be
like
what
that,
she
I
can
like that.
afford.
You shouldn't
And
look
if she can
to
afford
you to
it, then
elevate
I
her.
can go all out and do it for her, because I know she can do it for herself without me.
You should not be a ticket out of the
So
ghetto.
it's not like, oh, she's coming to look for lottery betting. Like she's taking odds. She's using me as a odd.
Yeah.
Sure odd, two sure odds. I'm
Yeah.
my guy, and 2 sure odds.
Yeah.
So and if you can have that set to that, you can afford whatever thing you desire around me, then I would know that this is a challenge for me to either decide to go with it and do it because I know this lady actually can live this life without me being in the picture. So if I really want you, then I need to do all of this to be in your life. And if I can't do it, then there's no business. I don't have any business there. Go home, go look for your level. Like you said, brackets. Tie your brackets. Don't go to cut your coat according to another person's size.
Not necessary. You avoid a lot of trouble.
So social media has made it such a way where there are these dating shows. I don't know if you guys have seen it. So what do you like about him? I don't like his shoes. I don't like it. There's a certain orientation that it seems to be building, especially with the younger generation, and they're thinking that if I'm a lady, that I'm set for life because I'm a lady. So now, because I've got these assets, you should just simply come and, just elevate my status even more. So it's a societal thing at this point, especially with the younger generation. How's that going to change? Is that ever going to change?
Never. It only gets worse.
It has to change, unless you have a Tolani badge mindset that you just feel as if your vagina is the only value in the relationship, which is so.
I bring my work.
I make sure everybody out of the shot.
It's sad. It's sad.
So when they are cropping this thing, that only face will take it.
It's sad to see. It's sad to hear. Because I know a lot of people dodge that conversation. What are you bringing to the table? In all honesty, men are looking for people to help them because men know what they have to do. They know what they have to do. But the question that a lot of women don't ask themselves is, what are you going to do when your man is not around?
Boom.
Like earlier on, I was talking about I watched my father pass as well. And I even thought about the impact of what my family would go through if I was to pass today. So a lot of women don't think that far ahead. What would I do when this man is no longer around? When this breadwinner... No, here's the funny thing. It's not that easy, especially in our culture. When your in-laws come in and swoop everything. When you don't know where your next meal is coming from. When you've become like the furniture in your house. So the funny thing, men look for women that are trying to, as helpers, assist. Here's the funny thing. I've seen women that can afford a lot of stuff, to an extent might even make more than their man, but they know their place. And they know that it is not their place to have this position in the family. So they help. They assist. When the man cannot cater to certain things, they put their foot forward and make sure it is without ever demeaning the man in any way. Because once a man is lower to that point in a relationship or a marriage, trust me, you don't want to know the end result. You get me? So it's about... when people talk about what are you bringing to the table, truth be told, it has nothing to do with your body physically.
Body everywhere now.
There's
body everywhere now.
It has nothing to do with your body physically. Do you understand? Take a man out of the equation. How do you eat? How do you feed yourself?
If I broke, can you leave?
Jesus.
If I broke, can you leave?
I don't know.
So we're all settled now. You're the only one who's yet to get settled in your lacewear. Still strutting your stuff out there and everything. What do you look out for? Do you just look at a woman and say, this might be one whom I think I can settle down with just by looking at her? What are the checks or balances that you go through in these new times that we are not aware of?
I had this conversation with my kid, bro, because I'm under pressure right now.
So your kid, bro, is married?
Yeah, he's a kid. Bro.
Oh, wow.
So I was having this conversation with him.
So let me help you. Big eye, small waist, big eye. Then
we had this conversation, and we went all deep together. Like, he was like, bro, another year they go, how far, what's up? I'm like, bro, man, I still never defined that off my head.
Wow.
I've not defined it. I've not defined being with somebody else and being accountable for that person or being responsible for that person. And we went all deep in talk, and I realized that I told you something. I said, sometimes we're not our real self yet. I don't want to get into somebody's life and not bring out and not come off.
You haven't discovered yourself.
So I don't want
but
to.
you're always going to change. But you're always going to be changing.
So and if I'm going to go with somebody, if they have that understanding that this guy might be somebody else in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, whatever I become, the president, I needed a second wife or something. Or I become this guy that is not that guy anymore. Can you deal with it? Because I don't want a situation where I'm somebody who's invested time in a relationship. Then one simple change, I'm not doing anymore.
So this is exactly what happens when you delay the process. And I always tell everybody that I know that in this position, that look.
Can you say that loud and cloud again?
This is exactly what happens when a man delays that process.
And by delaying the process, you mean by what? Within what bracket? What age?
As a man, if you're not married before you're 35, you're most probably not going to be married. Because from like 35, life starts to go to balance for you. Everything go to click. And at that point, bro, you are washed with cash. Wherever you are, if you've been working 10 years, you go down. Now you have money. Women become a plaything. Let's be honest. Like, you have your own place, you have your own car. You would really want to give up that baby boy life. You would really want to. Because as you are like this now, bro, you can leave from here and go to Saudi Arabia. If
No restrictions, nothing holding you back.
don't
Yeah,
want
to add to that, you're actually enjoying a lot of the benefits of marriage, without being married.
as you are like this now, there's nothing marriage can add to you. Let's be honest.
So are you advising him or?
No, but it's just the fact, like, once you're a man and you're over 35 and you're doing well for yourself, there's nothing companionship. You can have different girl every day of the week.
So once you're past that stage, it becomes difficult
It
for
becomes
you to.
hard.
It comes hard, and it's only the grace of God or the prayer of your mother. And most times your mother
Mom's
don't
still
give up.
She prays a
I
lot.
wanted to share something with you
That's
guys,
good.
but I'll do that behind the scenes.
That's it now.
We like it when it's behind the scenes because sometimes it gets us into trouble, so let's just leave it like so. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about our main topic for today. It's the festive season, guys, and a whole lot is happening. The dollar is not going
Dollar.
anywhere.
The dollar is on some
The
dollar.
fuel is going up and all of
It's
that.
dollaring.
So let's take a look at that instance when it comes to the festive season and the financial pressures that we're going through. But first, let's take a short break, and when we get back, we'll sink our teeth into that.
Always treat your bros the way you want to be treated. Bro code.
You always take the bill on the first date, second date, and third date. Bro code.
Gang, I'm wondering whether we don't need to share that before we move. No, you know what? We'll come back to it when
We'll
we
come
get
back to
the
it. We'll
messages
come back
come
to
through.
it.
But that was a very interesting input that you put
Yeah.
in there. It was very short but very
And I want to hear
relevant.
Femi's thoughts because
Very
that's what he
relevant,
said.
yes. So, it's the festive season. Here we are again, the end of another year. Unlike last year, however, where people were financially suitable, well, let me put it that way, this year is not so. This year is a different animal. It's not very friendly at all. Even I can tell you that. The pressures of the festive season is often, well, people have to perhaps maybe travel or celebrate themselves or with family. It involves spending a lot of money. Prices have gone up, whether it's foodstuff, whether it's leisure, pleasure, whatever it is.
Or prostitutes. It's all gone up.
Everything. How do you know this though?
I
don't know. How do you know this?
I did that intentionally.
Talk to us.
How do you know this? How do you know this? How do you know this?
Talk to us.
What?
How do you know the
I
price?
window
Talk to
shop. You don't go window shopping.
So you just stop at junction and ask
Cameraman.
ask
Just
the price. What's your
drive
price?
past VI
What's your
or
price for the
like,
night?
Just zoom in.
And you
Zoom
just
in.
drive up. When you get the price, you just
I'm
drive
sorry.
up.
Can I be honest
shops.
with you? Stop
Bruh.
anywhere you see street
So,
girls.
tomorrow
Just come out
deadline.
and shout charity. Somebody will answer, sir.
Let's
You
get
don't ask how much for the night.
I don't think I know the inside details. Insta vlog
how
tomorrow.
are you dealing with
Radio
it?
presenter goes window shopping.
On the streets of Allen.
Social stuff.
Even Santa has ho-ho-hos.
Gang,
Why are you
I'm
guys?
trying to bring this train back on
That's
track.
like your Allen.
Oh yeah, come back.
Choo-choo, train.
Come back. Come back.
So, I lost my train of thought.
Come back. Come back.
Oh, you took it to Allen.
So, married man, family, everything. You go on holidays. You used to go on holidays all
I
the
was going to go.
I was wondering why Femi is even in the country now, self.
So, did your wife not say, Baba, how far this year now? What's going on? And how are you dealing with that pressure?
No, bro, like, I'm gonna see. I tell people this thing: cut your coat according to the fabric. Life is not hard. It's not hard. If I'm driving my children to school in the morning, they're telling me that they will not travel. I don't have money. It's not hard. When I have, we'll do it. The truth is,
Travel to the village now.
when people know. So the thing is, people always live up to other people's expectations.
Yeah.
And it puts you in trouble.
Society.
Put you in trouble. Like, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine yesterday, and she said, your daughter's school fees. I said, the day I cannot afford to pay the school fees, I'll remove her. It's not hard. Like, you have nothing to prove to anybody. Because now laugh, they go use you laugh last though. Don't kill yourself. So when people come, I need this is what I can afford to give you. That's the door. This one I can afford to give. That's the door. You don't finish. Life is not hard. When I get, I'll give. When I don't have, I don't
I have a
have.
question for Gang. Gang, you're not a very generous person, but do you find it difficult lately to actually give aid to people? Because the number of
I
people
never find it difficult to give aid.
Because you never do.
No, because it's very easy for me.
Oh, okay.
People don't understand that aid doesn't always have to be financial.
Yeah. I learned
There's,
that.
there's something my wife
learned
does.
that
There's
this
something my wife does sometimes, like maybe on a Saturday or Sunday afternoon. She just cooks up a whole meal and takes it down the street, gives the security guys here, gives a couple of people there, and it really costs nothing. It's not money, and the blessings that come with it. A lot of people think in naira and kobo or dollars and cents, and there's more to that. You get me? Little assistance that you might do to someone. It's not always monetary. I know you only think it because you're a money man. You know, most you compensate for the lack of something else. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. But
I won't take that.
But I'm
no,
just saying-
no, Manzino, no.
so during this holiday
No,
season,
no,
Zeno,
Zeno, no,
during
no,
this
no, no.
holiday season, I want you to give more than you receive, Zeno, and be
Listen,
blessed.
I would like to put a disclaimer out there that before the show I was asked specifically to go easy on the guys because I often have these anecdotes that can be very,
Yes.
you know. So if you've noticed, chosen to.
I know.
But
And
I'm
that's why I
sorry.
love you.
I'm sorry,
Lock and
director.
load.
Lock this
and
will
load.
be the last time I'll have a muscle on me. Just so you know, he's gonna get it.
Babe.
But I understand what you're saying.
Now I apologize because I know what you can do.
Okay. Is anybody giving you aid?
Oh, I've been asking you since 1st of December 2023. That was the first message I put out as I was wishing everybody Happy New December, Merry Christmas ahead. Please, this year, Mr. So Akinyele Sochad is not the sponsor. He's the guest of the sponsor. He's the follow of the sponsor. He's the guy that invites to come and chop life. I'm not spending for anybody. So if you have aids to give me, and if you're sending me amper, money, transfers, because they don't believe that I can say that all of a sudden.
Well, I know what you're talking about, because I remember when
I opened up, I don't hide
okay,
anything.
so
The year was tough on everybody.
I had a very
So I
interesting
opened up
instance this
everybody.
year.
I don't get. So I'm still on TV, right on live on TV. You never send your own. Send in, bro. Bro, my darling, send in.
Blatant. He's real. I had a very interesting instance this year. So often within a week I can get like, you know what, let me not tell. But it's a very constant thing where people request. People I don't know, people I know, online, offline, on air, off air, every single thing. You know. So I tried something out a couple of months ago. And when somebody sent a message, and you know how these messages come from nowhere, somebody from a while back. Alpha now. You know what it is.
I'm a pro and identifying whether they are. I know where you go.
You know what it is.
Calm
So what I
down.
did was this time, no shame, just like this guy here. I simply went, man, things are bad, though. And I was like, hey, what's up? And he said, I said, money no deal. Straight up, you know, like that. Like, in fact, if you can give me some money, man, I'd really appreciate
Take my
it.
bro.
Attack is sometimes the best defense.
Always.
You know, because I had
Always.
to go that route. Because I'm like,
Always.
you know, I couldn't keep up anymore. And I will always help. Sometimes if you ask, I'd be like, oh, you know what? I can't afford everything, but here's half. You don't need to give it back. That's the way I am. But I'm beginning to learn that it cannot continue to go that way because that's also stretching my resources. I'm wondering whether other people have employed this as well.
Humans need is insatiable. People will always need.
Oh, no,
If
once you give once,
if
you will
want
give-
to
you
be
will
that
keep
guy
giving.
that want to give, you would never stop giving.
And you can never
So you need to draw the line where people
There has
will
to
know
be a
that.
line. Like, okay, now
Oga, I don't try.
I don't
reach.
straight up, man.
This place, I bust up. I don't get past this.
So I think
part.
one of the things that give me
Yeah.
the greatest joy in my life is actually giving.
It is joyful. It is
Well,
rather,
he
it's a
said
good feeling.
there's so many
Give
ways
me
you can
the
give, right? So a lot of times I give people job. When I see
And
my
the-
friends who are big
and
boys,
the-
big guys who want services, I say,
This person connect.
render the service for
At
this
the end
person.
of
Make your
every
money
year,
first.
like at the end of like maybe like 2 days to the end of the year, normally I'll go to the bank, withdraw a certain amount of money, and just drive around and give people.
That's why you're the rich uncle.
Bro, I swear to God, even if not 10K, you will see
The joy in
the joy.
in people, yeah.
But so
I
we're
think it's
talking about
priceless,
giving
man.
and people who are always requesting. But however, let's talk about the fact that it's not just that's bending our backs when it comes to. It's the pressure of everything's food stuff's gone up, prices have gone up. Whether it's leisure, whether it's compulsory, everything is
Everybody has had to make an
expensive.
adjustment one way
If you
or
want
the
to
other,
travel
bro.
all the way to the east now, it's 45,000. How much?
Bro.
You flew? Did you fly?
I flew.
How much was that?
My first ticket was 93K.
93K?
To go to
That's just
Abuja.
one way. Remember when we used
driving
to do a
down to
return
Jos.
60
Yeah.
or 59? This was only just last.
So it's great. If I want to
January.
travel this holiday season, I'll be spending at least 250
Just an individual.
just to go and come
So
back.
how
My
are you?
return.
How are you managing that?
No,
The
but
thing
so
is, people
for
don't
me-
know this. People don't know this. But men, or can I say fathers or husbands, we are the real Santa Claus. We're the real Father Christmas.
Put your hands down. What are you?
We have to make sure.
Oh, hang on a second. Let's unbundle
delete
that.
him from the
But
group chat.
wait, you don't have to be married to
baby
be a
daddy
father.
He just said
now.
peace. So
Baby daddy
He
of
doesn't
Lagos
have
for
to
a
be
reason.
married.
Baby daddy of
He
Lagos
doesn't
for
have
a
to
You
be
have
married
kids
to
we
be a
don't know
father.
about.
Baby daddy of Lagos for a
He
reason.
might even have kids he doesn't know
Baby daddy of
about.
Lagos
now.
for a reason. Baby daddy of Lagos for
You
a
might have
reason.
kids doesn't know about, but that's the truth.
Alright,
We keep the Father Christmas Santa Claus rules alive because of what we do, because of what we provide, because of what we make sure happens during the holidays. We are the real Santa Claus, but nobody gifts us at the end of the day.
And as
So
in-
Santa just goes back.
As a man, just look at your situation. Adjust accordingly. It's not hard. It's not very hard at all. It's not.
Jerry, we don't have a problem with it until those, and for you, the single ladies, come whining. This guy, what's the big deal? Why can't you buy this on
Send
me? Why
December
can't you
money.
do this? Why can't you pay these bills and the rest? And you'll be looking at them like, are you okay? Thank God I'm married. I don't know how you guys cope, you single guys.
It's
So
a hell.
tell,
It's a
how
hell.
do you cope
It's a hell. It's a hell.
with the demands of Lagos
It's a hell.
girls?
And the deprivation also is the problem when you don't give. Anyway, you know.
Oh, you have to unpack that. Deprivation of what?
Of course. You are giving
So
to
it's
get
related?
something.
No, this is not the topic.
It's a
related.
transaction.
It's a
When he's only
transaction.
given 2 rounds, what did you
It's a
expect?
transaction,
So,
actually.
does every single person in Lagos, is every single relationship in Lagos a transactional one? Is that what you're saying?
Statistically, yes.
Okay, let me give 90% transactional, though.
Really?
90, 95.
95.
95.
I'm lucky I'm
No, but
married.
everybody is somebody for a reason now.
Something
So it's
must
a
be
transaction.
the reason why
really.
you're motivated
At
to
the
go
bottom
somewhere.
line of it, everybody's with the other person
Sacrifice
for a
something
reason.
or something. That
So
person, what the person wants from you.
it can be
maybe
financial,
it's gonna
no.
kill you.
It can, but
So I hear that men, in line with what you're saying, men actually go into relationships or marriages because they love their wives, and
So
women
men are-
don't have to
men-
love
no,
their
no,
husbands.
men are- men
they
are-
just have to feel safe, and that's okay.
Men actually don't even understand the game. They play the game, but they don't even understand the game. A man has no problem being a billionaire. He can marry a waitress. There's nothing wrong. Nobody will look at him funny. Dangote's daughter cannot marry a cleaner. That tells you, and that, I'm not just talking Dangote's daughter. Women always marry up. Men, there's all the spectrum is open to them, like up, down, middle. Men don't look at those things. Men don't. All they just is okay, good character, fine body, I'm good. Women, you look your future like this. You go blow, you go blow. Eh?
I'm not allowed to throw a shade for a minute. So I remember
Go ahead.
I met a popular politician.
We need names.
Oh, okay. Or Gabashion's daughter. I met her. Then
I didn't mean it
then
to.
Fela,
But it's already out there.
Fela's daughter.
Zoom.
Fela's daughter.
Zoom.
Was
So they
telling
know who they go
this
drag.
girl that you know these boys around you because you're money. I wasn't even poor. I wasn't even struggling. I was still a clean guy, you know. But because she knows that in status, she gets above me. So
Not your
women
mate.
actually know how to.
Yeah.
See,
Class.
they see, of
They know how
course,
to class.
now.
That's
So you
the
guys,
thing.
we got
They
little
know how to
time. I
class.
have to take the messages that have come in. This might be the last time we'll be taking messages this year. So let me read. Outlook.com, thank you very much for being one of our best texters for 2023. And even before, we always love the fact that you send in the message. This is your religion. Wow. I don't know where you're going after you die. Outlook.com says, Mazzino, if I do 2 rounds, I don't try for my entire family.
God bless you.
Anything more than 2, that's suicide.
Babe,
Waiting day there, Ganga.
go bow.
I don't know. Agbenga says, me, they do 5 rounds, 5 rounds steady and nothing they do me.
Am I jobless? No.
Without aid, I think that's almost impossible.
What do you do for a living? That's the first question.
Oh, yeah.
How are you living? Where do you
All
live?
these unemployed
Are you-
people
Like,
that have time.
You work in the oil and gas
they
or
send camera
carpenter.
while you're doing 5 rounds.
The people Buhari talked about when he was in government.
They send camera while they do 5 rounds. Why are you trying to
Agbenga, you know we
impress?
love you in any case. Thank you for sending
Just
that message.
banter,
Don't
just
stop.
banter, just banter.
Ashola says, hey, Mazzino, after, why is that? Everybody's talking about this. After the first round of sex, according to some studies, 18 to 45-year-old males have a refractory period of about 15 minutes, while those in their 70s take about 20 hours. Why would anybody in their 70s still be active?
What's that guy's name?
I know. We should have talked about
that guy.
guy.
Popping kids in his 70s.
We should have talked about that guy. He goes on, with the average for all men being approximately half an hour, although rarer, some males exhibit no refractory period or a refractory period lasting less than 10 minutes. So what I'm assuming, is trying to say is that men can do all that, but they just need that space, and the time varies according to your age. I beg to differ, but I cannot give you the details because it's going to take it's a thesis.
Let me give them
just
some
put it that way.
details. Sometimes it depends on the woman that you're with and the skill that she possesses. Some women have a way to make a man active again as soon as he has finished a certain round. Some women are gifted in making men reawaken and resurrect those dead parts of their body to stand.
I know.
You're
You gotta have Gen Z cameraman. All excited. This guy will worship you after now.
I've known people in the past that will tell you that, are you done? Don't worry, I'll have you up and running in a matter of minutes. And they will have you up and running.
How long is this past?
This guy has lived.
How long is this past?
I've been here before. It's my second coming. Call me Messiah.
Let's leave it. We got more, guys, before we go. Gogolet says, you do mistake, do 2 rounds. Guys, not be blue film with the shoots. Rolly says, do married folks even count rounds? I'm just asking. Well, I doubt that we do, actually, quite frankly.
We don't.
We have other problems.
We don't count. We know the number, but we don't count.
We don't. At Linky, I believe everybody's on this first, for everybody. I believe 5 out of 10 people have had, this is on suicide. I believe 5 out of 10 people have had suicidal thoughts. I can relate with gang because at some point in my life, I felt like I was useless and unworthy. I've also had a moment of that myself. I said, when we knew each other in Abuja, do you know all that time where I had the big hair and the chains and everything? I was actually suicidal.
It was in Abuja, I had the same thoughts as well.
Yeah.
Get out of ABJ fast! Come to Lagos, where you don't want to kill yourself, you want to kill other people.
Because it's just so possible, unfortunately, in such a place, because I was far away from family. I thought I was HIV positive.
Hey, why?
It was.
No, but why? You can't just
It's
drop
the
that.
wrong.
That HIV.
It's the past.
We have time. You can't run.
That HIV
So-
was.
No, but I told that story.
We have time. So what are you saying?
How many did you do to get to that point?
For a man to be convinced
How
that
many did
I have
you do
HIV.
to get to that point?
You know how
Can we
reckless
get
was
an
that
extension?
being?
No.
We have 5 minutes.
No.
We have
Zeno's
5 minutes.
HIV is high vagina. It's not the ailment. He was. It's hello, BJJ. It's not really
sorry.
what you think it is.
I tried to keep it together today.
Wait. I
I have
just
failed.
But you know what it means.
I apologize.
You know what it means to be roaming around that woman.
No, guys, you
That
can.
means you just say.
Don't do this again this week.
Randy Savage, macho man.
No.
Hey, end the show now. End the show now. Zero, end the show.
On that note,
No.
it's a show.
I need to explain.
It is a show. On that
Now
note,
you go give us the tip.
Thank you for having me.
The tip.
Thank you for having
Zeno,
me.
you can't do this
So
one.
just tell us,
Thank you for having
what
me.
does it feel like? We really want to know, like, how do you get to that point in your life?
What was the body count?
At the time, I
Like
was very young.
625.
Jesus!
No,
And
listen,
the
guys. At the time, I was very young. I was only 25 when I got to Abuja. I was 28 when I left. So it was within that period. I think I lived 25.
Are you saying in 3 years you did?
No. It wasn't. It was even before getting to Abuja. So,
Guinness Book of Record.
ladies and gentlemen, please, I would like
Give
you
us the
guys.
tip. No, give us the tip.
I will give you the tip now.
And that tip
but
has
I
to
wanted
be
to
centered
tell. I
around
want to
the
tell
tip.
them where to find the rest of the story.
Okay,
Come 2024 on our very first show, I'll give you a detailed what you call it expression.
We're going to need to tape that show
Yeah,
now.
of the situation,
Now.
yeah.
We'll need to tape that show before we come on
I
here.
promise.
Because
But
you go change mine.
Here is the tip I will be giving for today. As a young person, just be very careful. Because I would have lost my life thinking that I was HIV positive until I found out
I know what happened. You don't go, shot. Come on, you don't go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You don't
let
go.
me say thank you very much for being a part of this very exciting show. Join us next week when we take a recap or a review of 2023. And
Bro!
hey, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. And in 2024,
are you saying
we
that?
will let you
You don't
know
cut
where
out.
Mazzino's penis has
Cut
been.
out
You
now.
don't know
For the
how
past
Askamaya
couple of-
products for Little Mermaid.
Wait, understand?
Wait, but
Catch you guys next week.
But you know what it
It's
means?
good night from all of us.
Wait, but you know what it
Or
means
is it
too?
good morning?
You know what
Let's cut now.
Take that.
We're good. Out.
Sales. Embrace the holiday spirit with a shopping extravaganza at the TVC Women's Network First Sales Fair. Join us for an amazing opportunity to explore a wide array of products and services at festive discounts. Discover irresistible offers. Mark your calendar. December 15th to 17th, 2023. Venue, TVC Communications, 1 Continental Drive off CMD Road, Ikosiketu, Lagos. Time, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Immerse yourself in the festive vibe with a shopping spree featuring exciting games, stunning showcases, and live performances. Wrap up your shopping list with unmissable savings. For inquiries, call 0803-284-8509. Join us for an unforgettable holiday shopping adventure. This event is brought to you by TVC Communications.
He has a prophetic word for you.
There is a chosen purpose for your ordination, a reason for being here. Destiny is what God has given you before you showed up on this earth. Every issue, every battle you've gone through in life will not stop you from where you are going. A great mind helps you to be unstoppable, particularly when the reward is bigger than the risk. You need to move from I have to the place where you say, I will do it. It's time to break out of the park and be different. Uniquely blessed, uncommonly blessed,